So I spoke to my mainstay today, and there was a lot of upset on where I'm seeing what is called spiritualism, which we represent as a movement. I'm noticing in spiritualism, and I say this in the most compassionate way, is turning more into dogmas and superstition and being controlled by mankind. They claim to teach trance, they claim to choose the vessels, they claim when spirits should take them through astral travels. They claim that they can unblock chakras. They claim so many things. I've seen people on the internet claiming they're the voice of all young mediums. They're like the God's given gift. There is so much that's been missed. But do you want to know, my friends, what broke my heart so much? When I looked at this person, he had so many of my mutual friends, and I'm one that doesn't add on Facebook recklessly. So I need you all to now hear these words, for it is to make you aware. There are new people in the movement that are using social media for self-gain and gratification. They're using avatars in the spiritual movement, and by avatars, my friend, it's not sometimes the full name. It could be a goddess's name. They don't really represent who they are. It's a mask. They'll make these accounts. They'll add few people who are new in the spiritual movement. Then the cookies of Facebook, the data, enables them to spam add everyone else in the movement. And then what they do when that friend request is received, they automatically invite you to the group. They invite you to follow their page. They never say hi to you. They just want your following. They want you. But now, my friends, please listen. Listen carefully. None of my people in this community will I ever let become a sheep going into the slaughterhouse or to follow the Pied Piper, because these people who are going and controlling spiritualism that they are today are pulling people with such beautiful hearts into their reigns. That's not what I want to see. I want to see everyone get the best out of their path. They're having an influence, and they're trying to cut at the lumber of the tree of life. They're trying to take, influence, influence, influence. That's not the way of spirit. The way of spirit is service to spirit. You know, a leader of a group is never a selfish person, especially a true one, I would say. A true leader is supposed to be selfless. They're supposed to look for the interests of other above their own. And you know, our main guides, the reason they're called guides is because they're leaders to us. We follow their guidance. We can hear what we want to hear, listen to what we want to listen to, see what we want to see. But at the end of the day, these guides have lived life. They're here to help us. We cannot lose our connection to our guides and the spiritual path. So please, my friends, remember when you accept these people who you don't know, question everything about them. Do not follow them so quickly, because you're feeding them the material, and then that becomes your personal responsibility. Every decision you make is your responsibility. So this is only to make you all aware, because I care enough about that. So God bless each and every one of you, my friends.
I want to say thank you for those words, Kyle. They were beautiful. They came from the heart, meaningful. You see, you have a guide that's called Raoul. And Raoul was one that was the leader of a pack. And as you have just spoken, you spoke of those that are trying to pull you into a trap. You've heard the word karma. Well, let me tell you this. From the realms of spirit, karma does come to each and every one. And this is proven because when you see that of a pack of wolves, there is always one that will challenge that of the leader of the pack. And eventually, the leader becomes so old that become weak, and others take over, and they are left then to wander into the wilderness. They are left then to die. Remember this word, my friend, karma. They may look and say that they are servants of God, that they are listening to the words of the Spirit that comes. But we know better in the realms of spirit, because you see, we see all, we hear all, and we feel all, and we see what man is doing. Because you see, in life, man always wants to achieve, man always wants to succeed. But when it comes to life today, they don't care whose feet they tread on to get where they want to go. They don't care about the hurt, the upsets, the worries they cause, because all they are looking for is self-gain to say that they are someone, but they are no one, because once they lose all, they are no different to any other man where life is concerned. We cannot interfere with the waves of life. We wish we could. We wish we could alter the directions, but we have to go by what the elders say towards us. That is to say, let man make his own mistakes. Let him find himself as he comes to the end of a cliff and is ready to fall. He must either pull himself back, or he must go and into the deep, fall into the crevice. That is what we have to do. We do not want to see this. We want man to understand. We in the realms of spirit, we use man for a purpose. We do not gain. We don't have that of money. We gain love. We gain that of strength by helping man to understand that their physical life is one that should be full of the joys within. And if they open their hearts, open their minds, and allow spirit to give guidance, to give strength, to show them the way forward, not tell them, lead them, they will find a happier life. And they will also understand that when it comes to the time of the transition, they will be taken into the realms of spirit, and they will find greater joy, even better joy, in the new world. So you see, brothers and sisters, you have heard what our brother has just spoken to you about those who say that they can lead you into doing this, that, and the other. They cannot. They cannot. Only those who trust in their guide, only those who trust in their Father, only those that are sincere will only be the ones to show the truth to man. Because you see, man unfortunately, they are vulnerable. They are vulnerable. They see a smiling face. They hear the kind words. They listen with interest. And before they know where they are being taken down a road that is taking them away what once was meant to be. Always remember these. Remember these words. You are the one that God has chosen to come to the earth. You are the one that God gave life. He gave to you a guide that will grow with you within life, and one that will help you and give you strength and guidance. But as man knows, not always do they listen to the instincts, the inner pulse, that of the energies. So they do go, of course, go down the wrong road. But there are many that will come back. Many will come back on course, but it takes time. And they have gone through the heartaches. They have gone through the pain. They have gone through the suffering and the worrying. And this is all brought about because those within life say, we know better than you. We know better than your guide. We know better than your Father God. But that is wrong, my friends. Please forgive me for speaking this way to you this eventide. You see, I see before me those who wish to be nurtured in the way of truth. Always remember, we in the realms of spirit, we can only guide you. We can only nurture you. We cannot live your life for you. It is your life to live. Now those words have been spoken because I know that our lovely sister, Sophena, is waiting to enter to ask your questions, Isimolo, for you to ask the questions of her so she can answer to you.
Hello, my friends. It is lovely coming forward once again and to hear those beautiful words that have just been spoken from that of Lavinda to bring to you. You know, my dear friends, week upon week, we come towards you. We come to speak to you. We come to bring that of guidance. We try our best, but you see, we can only do what you will allow us to do. You see, we are not the ones that are saying to you, follow us like that of the lamb to the slaughterhouse. We are only coming to you to make you aware that those that have been chosen by God by Spirit to serve in the manner that is meant to be, by helping men to give kindness, to give strength, to give love, to have patience, but most of all, to give healing. There is so much that every man can do. Your world could be a better place if everyone was to listen to that of the Spirit that is within. Because you see, my dear friends, if everyone listened to the Spirit within, the world would be united and every country will become stronger, and those that are in wars, there will be peace. And when there is famine, you will see the world come together to bring the food towards them. When they see of the drought, you would see men bring water towards them. This is what we look for within the spirit realms, to help you, to help others, to give guidance, to give strength, and reach out to those who cannot help themselves. But unfortunately, as our brother has already said, there are those that take. So please, listen to the words that have been spoken. Take it to your heart. Take it and listen within yourself, and then act accordingly. Now I am ready. I am ready to take your questions when you feel ready to ask them.
Thank you, sister. Those both of you and Brother Lavinda's words were absolutely beautiful, and that philosophy was so drawing, and that voice was so soothing.
God bless you.
Bless you. Can I have your permission to let people speak to you, my sister?
You may, my brother.
God bless you. Right, well, you got a good treat today, sister. Our brother Patrick is first on the list to ask questions to you.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful.
Good evening, Sister Safina.
Hello, my brother.
How are you? Good?
Well, when I hear your voice, it raises the energy, and I must admit, I do feel good listening to the sound of the vibration of your voice. It is always a pleasure for you to come and speak to me.
Thank you. May I ask my question?
You may, my brother.
Is our last days on earth calculated by God and the spirits before we get here?
Let me explain to you, my brother. Before you are even born into a body within life, you are shown the day that you will be born, and you are shown the day that you are to take your transition. You do not understand this, brother, but I will try to explain to you in the simplest of ways. You are shown from the day you are born to the day that you take the transition. Every piece that of your life, the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, the suffering, the laughter, the tears, everything is brought towards you, even that of the ailments that you are shown. It is important to know this, because you see, this is all part of you growing spiritually, so that when you take up the transition back into the realms, you have learned many lessons, and those lessons you will take into the realms of spirit. And then when you are called upon by the Father God to help man, you will understand what they have gone through, what they are going through, because you have been the same, and you can give them the strength, you can give them the guidance. Little things mean a lot when it comes to life, brother. So you see, when it comes for anyone saying, what is my span of time? You know yourself. And let me explain something to you. When any time man is to take the transition, the guide that was born with them helps them, prepares them for what you call death, but what we call that of a new journey. And man within life, when it comes to the time of the transition, is already aware that his journey of life has come to an end, but is also aware that his new journey in spirit is just beginning. You understand?
I do. Thank you very much. Well, I might need a little extension on my time because I've got a lot of work to do.
Oh, brother, I can tell you this, my brother, you will not come to the realms of spirit for quite some time, because you see, you are serving spirit and you are doing it in a natural way. And remember, the words have been spoken. We in spirit, we take care of our own. And those that are willing to serve in truth, we make them stronger, and we help them to continue the work within the journey of life. You understand?
You, sister. Now, my other question is, when spirit have been in the realms of spirit for many, many millennium, do they go to higher realms? Do they move on, or do they stay in their guidance positions?
Oh, no, brother. They move on. They move on. We go on to different journeys within the realms of spirit. You see, man does not understand the fullness of the realms of spirit, and what we have, what you call the spheres. We have spheres that are far greater, because you see, this is why we in the realms of spirit, we do not look at time like man would look at time within life, because you see, when you take up the transition from the physical body, the first thing that must happen is that of your living thought goes into one direction and your inner spirit will go in another direction. They are then cleansed of the knowledge that they have gained within the life itself. And then they go forward. They go forward. And all the knowledge that they have received, they have to share with others in the realms of spirit. Let me explain something to you, my brother, so that you may understand a little clearer.
Thank you.
When man came within life at the time of the beginning, as man grew within life, he gained knowledge. But as time goes by, greater knowledge is given. So therefore, what once was is no more. Because you see, it is a case of you come into your time of the period of the 20th century where you speak and you say, my transition, I have knowledge to share, to give, because you are sharing the modern way to that of the elders of the past. You understand? This is all part of the knowledge that is stored within that of the library, within the mind of man, since time began. So therefore, you come into the realms of spirit, as you say today, but you also learn from those that came from the time of man began. And you start to gain all that knowledge, and you progress into that of another sphere, where again you gain greater understanding. You go through a different life, and it continues and continues until one time you are called upon the Father God, and you are called into the kingdom of what you call the heaven. That is when you sit at his side, and he thanks you for all that you have done for him, and how much you have learned, and what now you are able to do to serve man within life. You understand?
I do, sister.
God bless you.
God bless you, and thank you very much for your answers.
My brothers, let me say something to you before you leave of this connection.
Okay.
At this moment of time, brother, you are receiving from spirit great knowledge, and that knowledge is being stored within your brain so that you can help man within life with that of the healing. No man can teach you. It's what spirit will teach you, how spirit will nurture what gift that God has given. And as long as you stay true within that, that will become stronger, that you will be able to share with other men within life. That is part of doing God's bidding, and that is part of you progressing. Do not feel that others can teach you, brother, because remember the word, God helps them who helps themselves, and you are doing just that. You understand?
I do. Thank you very much. And I thank Spirit too.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you. Right. Thank you, sister, for that great wisdom. I really look forward to having you work with me in the future, because I know that you're very well accustomed with handling people, and I'm not.
Brother, let me explain to you. We are in the realms of spirit. We see the worthy vessel within life. We cannot just say, we are going to come, we are going to use. We have what you in life would say is a test. And we have to be tested to see, first of all, whether we are able to use the vessel that is willing to allow us to come. Then when this part has taken place, we have to watch the vessel to make sure that they are sincere, they are dedicated, they are honest, and they are true to spirit. I saw that within you, my brother. That is why I took the opportunity when I went before the elders to ask for their permission that once the physical body of the vessel is no more, that I can come and work alongside you because you are true to spirit and you are true spirit within yourself. So, my brother, I too wait for that privilege to work alongside you, for
Yes.
I shall be honored. You understand?
It's one of the biggest honors I've been blessed with. Thank you, sister, for feeling this in your heart.
My brother, let me tell you, what has just been spoken is not the biggest privilege that's been given to you.
Oh,
The
yes.
biggest privilege that has been given to you is the gift of God that has given you the gift within you. That is your privilege to thank the Father God for what you have received and what you will receive as time goes on.
This is why I love you, sister. Not back brings you forward.
Well, my
God bless
brother,
you.
you see, let me explain something to you. We in spirit, we cannot take gratitude. We cannot take that of
Oh,
ego. It is a case of, you see, my brother, we see the vessel that God has given the gift to, and we come through another vessel to nurture you with understanding. You have taken that challenge. You have decided within your heart that you wish to serve God and to serve spirit. And you are proving yourself in many ways, my brother. And that is why we are humble to come towards you. You understand?
absolutely. Bless you, sister, for the knowledge. Bless you.
Welcome.
Right. So now we will have our sister Karen to ask of her 2 questions. I'm just going to unmute you, Karen. No, it's okay. Just,
Oh no,
it's okay.
can't remember it now. It's in my head. Is there by any chance a spiritual guide for me at present?
Yes, my dear. Let me explain something very important to you. You are a young lady that has joined the group for the first time, and you are asking questions that are very simple but very honest to be spoken of. Every man, woman, and child, they have a helper. That helper, as you are born within life, they are born with you, they are attached to you. And as you grow within your material life, learning and understanding of material life, your guide is learning about you, but also learning about spirit. And the knowledge that is being given, they then work with you to help you within life. They give you guidance. And if you listen to the gift that God has given to you, you will see that your helper, your guide, will work with you. It is called a woman's intuition, the feeling that you feel inside yourself. And you know yourself that if you go along with it, things work well. If you go against it, things go wrong. This is what you have to understand. As you progress within your life, you can search for spirit in many ways. But truthfully, the spirit is already within you, your guide. So, my dear, I will tell you, no spirit such as myself, until you have proved your worth to connecting truly to spirit, will tell you who your guide is. You must ask yourself, listen to the inner voice and listen to these words as I give to you. Ask, you will receive. Seek, you shall find. Knock, and the door will open. You are now asking, so you shall receive within time. And when you knock upon the door, Spirit will open your third eye, and you will sense, see, and feel much around you. So, my dear, take your steps forward and know that within you, you have your own guide. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Bless you. Do you have another question, Karen?
It was more to do with trying to do a bit of healing for my mental and physical health to be able to move forward, not just for me, but for friends that I'm helping at present.
My dear, again, if you call to your spirit guide to give you guidance so that you can give that of healing to yourself and to man. But I must explain something to you very important. Just because you want to be a healer, you have first of all got to know, are you a healer? Words are but words. Action is action. But when you call to spirit, they will give you a sign. And if that sign says to you, grow with the energies of the healing angels, we will come and work alongside you. The only way you will find the answer to this, my dear, is learn first of all to go into the depth of your meditation, not relaxation, deep meditation. And whilst you are there, Spirit will give you what is necessary. And once you come out of that meditation, you will feel for yourself. If you feel nothing, then the journey is not for you. Not everyone, my dear, has the healing gift. Your path may be in a different direction. You understand?
Yes, thank you very much. God bless you.
Sure.
Bless you. Absolutely. Right. Oh, we have the beautiful Pamela next on the list. It's been quite some time, my sister Safena. Sometimes she's been in the group.
Yes, you.
You may speak, Pamela.
Thank you. I'm completely new to this, Barry, but I have been listening to you, very interested. I'm learning all the time. Is it possible for you to tell me, because I'm fairly new to this, as you know. I deal with Kuan Yin, and since my husband died, he's very much now I've learned this from you, doorkeeper and guardian. And I deal a lot with, I love dealing with Angel Haniel, and when my husband was dying, Archangel Azrael. Are there any more? Do I have more spiritual angels or guardians or guides?
My dear, it is very nice to hear your voice. It has, yes, been a long time since you have been here. I will say this to you, my dear. God gave you a gift. You was praying a few moments ago to say, I have learned this from you. You have your doorkeeper, which protects you. You have your powerhouse who brings the energies towards you. You have your main guide that will never leave you. You say you have that of the healing angels. There are many healing angels that will come in and out of your life. They are called helpers, and they will come to you at a time when it is necessary. You spoke of a time of sadness when you said your partner took the transition of life. You gave great healing towards him. You took care of him in a natural way. The gift was given to you to take care of him. And that gift is still within you, that you can help others when life is concerned. You see, my dear, the healing angels, some will say Gabriel, some will say Archangel Michael. There are many angels of the healing in the realms of spirit. Call upon them. Let them use you. But listen to the feelings that come within yourself, and they will give to you whom they are. They will come to you. Don't let man tell you who your helpers and who your guides are. You find this within yourself because you are true. So, my dear, there is much that you can do. All you have to do is reach out to that of your mainstay, your main guide, and tell them within your heart that you wish to continue to serve the Spirit by healing man within life. And let me tell you, my dear, healing comes in many ways. You see, the mind can be healed by kind words, a listening ear, but healing can also be given by using that of the symbols, that of what's known as a tool for man to work with. You have that gift, my dear. You have that gift. So please remember, the healing angels are at your command, waiting for you to call upon them and waiting for you to serve them. Do you understand, my dear?
I certainly do, and I very much appreciate your very kind, wise words. Thank you
My
very
dear,
much. Thank you, bless you.
You are welcome, my dear, to the words that Spirit have brought to you, because you are a worthy young woman and one that has done the best within life to help others, which others do not see, but we in Spirit have seen how you have progressed. You understand.
Thank you very, very much. Bless you.
You're welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
You have another pet question, Pamela?
No, I think it's wonderful. I've been writing down various things, so I shall later on. I shall just concentrate on and let it work through my mind. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
Right. We have now the beautiful Sue to ask her questions to our sister Savannah. Just unmuting you, Sue.
Good evening, sister.
Hello, my dear. I hope that you are well this time.
I'm not feeling too bad, thank you. Hope you are well.
We are always well in the realms of spirit. My dear, let me explain before you ask the question. You see, when you all come within the group, you bring up your energies, which helps us in the realms of spirit to come close. And the stronger those energies are, we use them to help man, as such as yourself. As you give, so shall you receive. You understand?
I do.
God bless you.
Bless you. What I want to ask is, This might sound a daft question, but last night my husband said to me he could smell ash and dumplings. Now, I couldn't smell ash and dumplings, but I had a perfume smell around me.
Hey, my dear, I was listening to your words. I thought you was going to continue, so please forgive me for the silence for a few moments. Let me tell you, that was not a silly question to ask. You said that you had the smell of the ash and the dumplings. You said you had the smell of that perfume. Let me tell you, this is spirit giving you a sign that they are with you, because there is one of a mother vibration in the realms of spirit that connects very closely to you. One, first of all, she knew how to prepare a meal, and she did what she could with what she had.
Yeah.
That smell will always remain with her, because it takes you back to a time of when younger, you understand.
Yeah,
But
that
this,
was the smell of the ash and dumplings were with my husband.
yes, but this I'm
Yeah.
going to say to you now. You see for yourself, automatically, when you said the smell of the perfume, it links to an ant vibration in the realms of spirit. A
Right.
lady who loved of the perfume, but one, I must say, overdid what she had, that made it so strong, you understand.
I do, yeah.
And
Yes,
that
I do.
again is what is being brought to you of a memory. You are connecting, both you and your husband. They are connecting with you to make you aware they are not far from you. You will be surprised, my dear, the things that we in spirit can do to give your mind a jolt so that you do not forget. Many times you can hear words, and when you hear words, you say, oh, that sounds just like my mother. That sounds
Yeah.
just like my sister. You understand?
I do, yeah.
How spirit works. You see, we do not want to let you forget us, so we give you a reminder. And I want to say, God bless you for the question you asked. And remember, my dear, every question you ask may sound silly to you, but it is important to others, you understand.
I do.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Bless you. Do you have another question, Sue?
No, Kyle, thank you.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Right, the next person is young Connor, but before I unmute him, there's only me and Connor left on the list. If anyone else has more questions, please feel free to write on it, but I'm going to put the number up to 3. And now I'll let young Connor speak and ask of his questions to our sister Savannah.
Good evening, sister.
Hello, my brother.
My first question that's come to mind is I've been having lots of dreams lately, almost every night. Is there any way that I can try to help remember those dreams in the morning or try to interpret them?
No, no, brother. The dreams that you have within the night, they are brought to you for the time within your sleep, just for you. Then they are taken from you, because you see this is part of testing your mind and testing you of your senses and your feelings. those that you see within your dreams that are taken from you that you cannot remember with the eyes open, in time, things will be shown towards you, and you will say, this happened to me. I remember this. I was taken there. I did this. I had this. And that is part of your progression with an understanding of spirit. So you must not say, I want to have my dreams opened up here and now. Everything will be shown to you. When time is right, you understand.
I do.
God bless you, brother.
God bless you. My other question is there any wisdom or guidance that needs to be shared with me or could be shared with me?
Brother, I can give you guidance day by day, minute by minute, second by second. My words to you within guidance at this moment of time. We have seen you, we have heard you, and you are questioning much at this moment of time when it comes to your material. This I must explain to you. First and foremost, brother, look forward to your journey of life, not your journey of spirit, your journey of life. Because as you progress within your journey of life, you will be shown much and you will be given much from that of the realms of spirit that will open your eyes so that you may see. We in spirit will open your inner spirit so that you can sense, so that you can feel. This is part of you progressing and getting knowledge that is necessary. But you must understand, brother, spirit and material can work together if you put your mindset towards it. One nor the other can take place dividedly. It's part of you growing and understanding. So therefore, brother, the guidance I give to you is this. Learn to live your life, go forward, and gain what you can as you progress. This will come in good favor for you. You understand?
I do. Thank you, sister.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Right. Do you have another question, Connor? One more.
Not that I can think of in this very moment.
Okay. It's our sister's favourite now. May I ask 2 questions, sister?
Oh, dear brother. Oh, dear brother. But I must say to you, I will answer your question. But I will say this to you. If you try to be silly, I will tell you what I'll do.
God bless you. So, my first question, my sister, I've spoke to the vessel about something placed on my left hand, and it just came in the sense of energy. I remember my very first reading in the church, and Spirit placed a ring on me, and I could feel the ring on me from that of a relative. But now I have this tattoo engraved on my left hand, and I cannot recognize through the third eye what it means, but it just came so weird in the vision.
My brother, I have to say this to you. You saw what you call a tattoo in the palm of your hand. It was in the shape of a large seed. But I will tell you, what you have there placed within your hand was what that of he can perceive what Raoul gave to you. He placed into your hand the seed of knowledge. He was placed within life with the same gift, and it made it into the palm, and it left an imprint within. You can search for this symbol, you will not find it, because it is the symbol of spirit, the symbol of your guide that has placed it in your hand for you to hold. And you will find that you will grow with knowledge, and you have the seed within you, that your mainstay has given. You are privileged, my brother.
Absolutely.
Do not search for what you cannot find, but know it has been given from Spirit itself.
Wow. Thank you, sister. That's really opened my eyes. Thank you. God bless you.
You are welcome, brother.
So the next question is this one. I just need to word it right so I don't get it all mumbled jumbo. So our spirit names, because I know in the realms of spirit, there's no languages to tongue. It's all based on the living energies of thought, if I'm correct there. But I'm sure I'll get corrected if I'm wrong. I'm just wondering how, if a spirit name in spirit, is it like an energy where you call them through that energy? And how does it get translated to the earth through the spirit name? Is it of a connection to the guide where they translate that energy into a word? Or
Well, are you writing a book on what you're saying,
I'm
brother?
struggling here.
Well, let me explain to you. You see, your spirit name is now to those in spirit, and they hold on to it within the living thought that is in spirit. Because remember, brother, when you leave of the physical body, you are not a human, you are not a body, you are a living thought, a living energy. And when you go into the realms of spirit, there is no voice that can speak. Everything is said through the thought wave. So you see, your name in the realms of spirit has been impressed into that of the living thought of the spirit that is gone before. And when they come towards you within life with your spiritual name, it is not to you as a living being.
Oh.
It is to you as the spirit within you. That is how you will be known. So you see, brother, it is not a material name. It is the spiritual name for the spirit that is within you. Do you understand?
Yes, and the signs are just shown in life that connects to it. It's just the small signs like how I had with my main guide and the wolf.
Yes, brother. You
Yeah.
see, spirit will show you many, many things where life is concerned. But you see, man has material life, and what they tend to do is focus more materially. Then when things are shown in the spiritual, they discard it. They discard it as the silly thoughts. They discard it as this is my imagination. It is not, because we are spirit work day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, to help man to understand much, so that when the transition comes into the realms of spirit and leaving the body behind, they gain so much knowledge that it makes things easier for them. You understand?
Absolutely. Yes. And I can't wait to watch the video with the vessel because he will find knowledge within that. And I love to watch the videos.
My brother, I will explain to you. You do not understand this, but the vessel, when he watches that of what you call the video, and you do what you call the replay, he listens with great interest. And he too is learning exactly the same as yourself. We have heard him speak many times to us in the realms of spirit. Help me to understand, because there is so much I need to know, so much I want to know. And you within your group, within your questions and the knowledge that is given, this is part of what is helping him. You see, brother, you do not realize. You know when you hear the words, take me to the school of learning, that I may gain the knowledge of truth to share with my brothers and sisters of the earth. It isn't always when you're in your sleep. It's when you come into a group such as this that we in spirit, we can teach you, we can guide you, we can help you and help you to understand. You understand this, brother?
Absolutely. What a privilege. Thank you, sister, because the knowledge does get given from, this is the greatest thing we have with this group, and that's a worthy vessel that's being used by spirit. And there's not many about these days, so I am absolutely grateful to the Father God for blessing this group. Thank you.
Brother, I will explain something to you. The vessel that comes before you is one that we in spirit chose him to come towards you. We told you once before that a strong bond will come upon you and you will become closer. You will become closer. And that is yet to be shown, because you are going to get even more closer. And as you do, this is how you will allow that of spirit to connect with you. And that is how you will find that from time to time I may visit you and you will speak my words. But you have to remember, you have to be true and stay true, must not sway. So I leave you and say, God bless you, my brother.
God bless you, sister. Right, so now we have the beautiful Elaine that wishes to ask other questions to our sister Savannah. Just unmuting you, Elaine.
Thank you. Evening, sister.
Hello, my dear.
How are
What is your
you?
question, please? I'm very fine, thank you. And it's
Good.
lovely to hear that you are just the same, because the energies in your voice are beautiful.
Thank you.
God bless you.
My question is, we talk a lot about the chakras energy system that spirit uses the whole body, but that's very much it within meditation to connect with spirit. So I was just wondering if there was a bit more what was the take on meridians and acupressure or acupuncture points, because that's like an energy system as well.
Yes, my dear, but I will explain to you. They are not chakras. They are not chakras. They are pinpoint parts of the physical body, and it is a way of healing, you understand?
Yes.
And what we understand from man as we watch and they do the acupuncture, they know where that of the energies within the body is, and they know where the nerve is, and they know how to work with the two of them, because it is a gift from God, and that brings much healing to man. There are many pressures within the physical body that man can learn. Everyone seems to think within your life that when there are that of the areas of that pressure of energies, that is a chakra. It is not a chakra. It is part of what is within the physical body. And you have a gift. You have a gift because you see, being a healer, You sense where you are to go to that energy, you have to use that energy to work with that energy. That is important, my dear. There is so much more that you can ask, but I advise you to ask only of spirit, not of man. Man puts their own interpretations, and man will write a book, and they will tell you of many things that are misleading. You see, from the tips of the fingers to that of the tips of your toes, throughout the body, there are many pressure points that you can work upon and you can ease. There are also those, when you see of the sight of man within the eyes, there are those that will say, you are able to put a needle into that of the pupil because that will give healing. Let me tell you, that destroys the pupil. What is given is around the eye that affects the eye. That is what you must learn to do, my dear, because you have a gift, not just for man, but for that of animals of the earth, and you want to help in both directions, you understand?
I do, Stefano. Thank you for that
You're welcome, my dear.
clarification. So thank you very much.
God bless you.
Bless you too.
Bless you. Right, the next person on the list is young Connor. I'm just going to unmute you, Connor.
Hello again, sister.
Hello, brother.
I thought of another question, and I have
You must not think, my brother. It might hurt you.
throughout the day today, I had an extremely bad headache and I couldn't get rid of it. And it was like around my head in a headband. And I was wondering if that had anything to do with spirit.
Oh, yes, it did, my brother. You see, you had spirit around you, and you was using the energies of spirit. And spirit was placing that of the power of the spirit energies towards you, that you felt as though someone had put a ribbon around your head and pulled it tight. This is because, first and foremost, you was confused within your mind, not sure what you was doing, whether you was doing it right. You was questioning yourself. And because you was doing all of this, you put pressure on yourself that made that of the brain expand and that of the ribbon become tight upon you. You understand?
I do.
God bless you, my brother.
God
And
bless
may
you.
I
too.
say, brother, I am privileged this eventide because you have spoken. You have spoken to spirit and you have come with wise words. This is what we in spirit have been waiting for. So you see now, we can see that you are taking the steps to progress. God bless you.
God bless you, sister.
God bless. Right, the next person on the list is lovely Karen. I'm just going to unmute you, Karen, to ask a question to Spencer.
Thank you, Sister Spanner.
Yes, my dear.
I feel at this moment in time that Spirit have been sending me strong signals for a reason, and I don't know exactly why it's happening. I have just recently been with somebody that went through to the spirit world, and I'm still getting these strong urges that they're around me and trying to communicate.
Spirit Marcia. Spirit can communicate in many ways, my dear. You see, you have said you have been with someone around you that has recently taken the transition to spirit. Your guide has been strong with you, but you also have those of your own loved ones in spirit that have seen you have needed strength, you have needed guidance. They have also seen the tears that have been placed upon you. Confusion is all around you. They are trying to speak to you, but you cannot hear, because all you can feel at this present is the material life of the sadness and the worries. You understand?
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
It will come to you, my dear. First and foremost, once peace has come within your heart, once that the mind is settled, you will start to feel and sense and hear the voices of spirit around you. You see, my dear, God works in mysterious ways, and his wonders he does perform. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Right. Now we have the beautiful Shalima, who will ask of her 2 questions to Sister Savannah, or just the one.
Hello.
Hello, my dear. It is lovely to hear your voice. You sound so upbeat within your energies. It is lovely to hear the sound. God bless you.
Thank you. You too. So that would bring me to my question, which is why I feel so happy. I feel like last night, I mean, I don't know if it's just my imagination, but I feel like I heard my husband in spirit. And when I say heard him, I don't mean in my head. I mean like his voice. And I just wanted to know if that was him or it was just me, you know, because obviously I was half asleep. So I don't know
Oh,
if
no, my dear. You was not half asleep. This was not your imagination. He came to you. He came to you. You have felt his presence, and you felt his arms around you and you around him. And you embraced together the joy of the love. This is spiritual, because you see, my dear, when you have what you call a dream, you can see it, but you cannot feel it. You felt the spirit that was close.
I did.
So, my dear, you take the hug that he gave to you.
Thank you for that validation. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Oh, my dear, I'm going to tell you something very truthful now, my dear. Don't be surprised to find that they will bring more hugs to you, because you see, this is what you want, my dear, a hug. And when it comes from spirit and those that you love the most, it means more than anything. You understand?
Yes, and it really, really does. Thank you for that.
You are welcome, my dear. God bless you.
God bless you too.
God bless you. Sister, may I ask 2 questions, or is the vessel's energy still okay?
Well, brother, let me tell you, you can ask of your questions, but I will be listening to the vibrations of the tones, you understand?
Yes, but I'm quite chilled out today. The energies are really healing.
Oh dear, you don't want to be too chilled out, brother. Things might happen.
It's Patrick's fault, you see. But coming in as the healer and bringing him with him.
Oh, well, you see, you are a bad influence on each other. We can tell that.
Yes.
What is your question, brother?
So this has been on the list for quite some time. It's pretty simple, actually. Can 2 trance mediums go into trance at the same time at the church? And if so, what would the reason spirit would do that? Because it'd be a lot of messing around like a factory, having 2 vessels at once.
Let me explain something to you, brother, so you can understand this very clearly. Yes, 2 trance mediums can sit within a church together. Spirit can connect with them, but they cannot work together. You see, spirit can only attach to one being at one time. So therefore, what do you see when you see that of two trance mediums on the platform together? We in spirit, we do not hold back, waiting for the other to work, then wait for our time to come. It does not work this way. We have a period of time that we have to come and use a vessel, and we use that wisely by using one at a time, not going from one to the other, because time would be wasted with the material and with the spiritual, you understand?
Yes, that's what. Yes, and it's just very apparent that many people keep doing this. They're advertising too all the time, and I see that it'd be a waste of energies if spirit's waiting all the time just to do what they need to do in a vessel.
Always remember, brother, always remember, it is important to know many within life, they can say that they are in trance. If they are in trance, spirit are control. And if spirit are in control, we do not mess about. So therefore, when you look at those who say two together does not work, because is it a case of they split the congregation into two, one as one half and the other as the other half? That would not work either, because spirit go to where spirit is meant to go. They use the vessel and they use it wisely, and they make sure that all the energies go where it is needed. You understand, brother?
Yes, yes, that's where I felt initially with it, because I could understand people, a trance medium doing it the first half and then the second half another instrument, but I don't see it at the same time in the same place.
Well, let me explain something to you. Very simple. The words that have been spoken many times, not only from spirit, but from man within life. There are no fool like an old fool, unless it's the young fool trying to be the fool. And it's the young that are trying to say, I can do this, I can do that, but the young have not yet learned. So therefore, they are the fools themselves that are trying to make fools of the congregation that is in front. We in spirit, we are disappointed, but we cannot intervene. We have to let things take their course. And when they have been shown up for their trueness of boast, others will make sure they get what you call reputation damage. You understand?
Yes, absolutely. God bless. So the next question is on this list here. It's, can a spirit have a loving relationship with the other in the realms?
No, brother. Oh, my dear.
I know, I
Let
need
me
to.
explain something to you. Please listen very carefully. It is important to know. You see, when you are of the physical body, your body is that of the organ that has reaction to that of the body. And you fall in love with that reaction. In the realms of spirit, remember you are but a living thought. You can fall in love with someone in spirit, but it is only through what thought. You cannot do what you do within life. And many have said, what a disappointment. But you, as those in the realms of spirit, what they had within life, as they got older, they're glad it is no longer there. You understand?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
So,
brother. So I'm sorry to tell you, when you come into the realms of spirit I won't be there for what you want, brother.
I don't think I look for it anyway.
Well, you've heard the saying, seek and you shall find. But I don't think you'll find it in the realms of spirit.
Unfortunately, I were asking it on Patrick's behalf.
Well, Patrick, he's a gentleman. He would not say such things. You are what you call in life a fibber. Yes, my brother. You remember what's been said. We take all on board. We listen, we do not forget. And we will come back on that. We will come back on it.
Safena has you sussed, Kyle.
I know.
My brother, I have sussed you both. It's not too hard. It is not too hard. Because you see, you are both sincere, you are both genuine, but you are both at the same time very connected with that of jovialness, and you are ones that speak as you speak, and that we like within the realms of spirit. We like the banter, as you call it, but we call it jest. It is jest, and it is lovely.
I'm going to buy a jest hat soon with little bells on it just to make everyone happy.
My brother, I will tell you, if you buy a hat with bells on it, make sure the bells are not from between your legs. You understand?
Yes, absolutely.
There you are, my brother.
Before I ask of the philosophy, my sister, there is one last question, and this might be a silly one, to be honest.
That's no matter, brother.
So we have power animals. Every animal has power, but I wonder, like plants, they have a spirit in them. It's just they age and they don't really think as much. Do we actually have power from the plants as well in spirit? Do they come back and give us?
Yes, you do,
Oh.
brother. Remember, you have the living creatures that walk the earth. When you look at the plants, from that of just a grain of sand that will help that of a little seed to grow, to that of a tree that can grow tall. They are living, they are growing, and yes, they do sense, but what they sense is not the same as man would, because you see, each and every one of the plants that are placed within life, they have a substance within them that can help man, and he can heal man. Yes, there are some that can also harm man, but that is because what they do with that brings pain upon, your scientists can work upon them so that they can find ways of healing man to when things come upon them. You understand?
Yes, absolutely. God bless
It
you
is
for
not
that.
a silly question, my brother. Everything has an answer if it's come from the heart. You understand?
Yeah, so in spirit, when the oak tree, let's say, dies, the energy of that oak tree can still attach to another being and give the power of nature towards them for strength.
Yes, but also remember this, my brother. From the mighty oak, a seed will drop. From the mighty oak of the seed will grow and become stronger. But it will also help that to clear within the air of the earth to help man to breathe properly. God's gift, you understand?
Yes, bless you, sister. Bless you.
You're welcome.
So, now, my sister, whatever you wish to speak, if you may want to address anyone in this group or speak of philosophy. Sorry, I'm just dizzy tonight for some reason. It must be my tiredness.
So the drink you're drinking, my brother, water does not do that to you.
No, it's different tonight.
Yes, brother, well, I will give philosophy. Because you see, You heard the words that were spoken by our brother Lavinda. Then for me to continue on, the philosophy I give in these words to you. God came to this world as a living energy, and God gave part of himself in parts of what you call different areas of the planet Earth. He gave life, and life is precious. But you see today, man within life does not look at life as being precious. They have lost what was freely given to them, and they are taking it away from each other. They should learn life is precious, because you see, as they learn that life is precious, they also find that the heart can get closer to each other. When the heart gets closer to each other, it forms a bond. When it forms a bond, it makes them stronger. And when they become stronger, the power of love within the heart will be shared with many. And this will help the world to grow in its fullness as once was. You see, you cannot go back in time, but you can bring back from time into your presence if you are prepared to first of all come close to each other, learn to live together, stand side by side with each other, and give to each other freely. This is how life began, and life will always continue. You will see things that will change where your life is concerned. But it is up to each and every one that lives within life to find a way to link together, not fall apart, because there is a saying within your life: united we stand, divided we fall. And we do not want to see men fall. We want them to grow. So I leave those words with you all, and I thank you for allowing me to speak to you once again. I am now going to return that of the vessel towards you, so that he too can thank each and every one of you for what you have given within this group this eventide, where you have given that of light,
where you have given that of love, where you have brought the peace within. You have given of your time. You have given of your energies. You have placed yourself within this short period of time. You've placed your inner spirit, your physical mind and your physical body into the trust of spirit that has come before you. So I'm going to say, thank each and every one of you for allowing spirit to come forward. God bless you and thank you.